everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we should have a fun one on our hands. It's the Texans coming in at 7-6, going up against the Chiefs, who come in at 6-7.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Texans. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Carr to throw on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a KC touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Houston. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They run again with Foreman. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Shift together here from the D-line. Oh, eluding the tackle. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
And now here's a carry heading left. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 18-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
All right, so first down, 5 yards to go. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Sammy Coates, the intended target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. 5 yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Fresh set of downs here. Now back to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Now let's go. Detroit. All right, now, look at 56.
On play action, they'll throw. Lets it go for Nelson. And that's caught inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
And he'll be knocked down sideways. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle here to Coates. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Here we go. Green, 39.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door.
Here we go.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Houston. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
To throw his car, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Looking from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run with Foreman. And some room to work. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And the hook up here with Jalen Strong complete. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Did he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, just depending on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. He used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing now is Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. C.J. Fedorowicz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans draw a bit closer. And that one makes it 14-7. Boy, a little panic here early. A first-quarter onside kick. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Let's go! Green, 39!
And he'll give it here to his running back, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Get some 9 yards and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And now here's a carry heading left. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Looking to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket.
You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt in there yet again. What else is new as he continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And now out comes Houston. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They run it again with Williams. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Room to run past midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That burst good for 20 and a first down. They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Carl try it again on second down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in the diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it. And here we are today.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. They try and pound it in with Prosh, the fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. On second down, Williams. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's got some space here. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
They'll drop to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Third and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. He'll drop to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And his throw here's incomplete. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Throwing again. Carr. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on third down.
Pass situation.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
The Texans send the punter out, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now here comes Kansas City. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's caught. It's Dennis Pitta. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
An update now from Oakland. It's the Raiders with the early lead over the Broncos. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. A run by Foreman to start the drive. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Again, it's Williams. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit near the 48-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Throw. He's going to fire one deep. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. They're in the second quarter now in Oakland. It's the Raiders with the early lead over the Broncos. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. They'll look to throw here. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. A big hit. Knocked down sideways around 37. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a third down and about 9 to go.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Chiefs on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct. And what the team and organization is hoping We're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Carr. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. So still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. To throw now in his own end zone. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw. He finds Coates complete. And he is knocked down from the side, right around the 31. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Here we go now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he lost the football. And the Texans. Now the ball comes loose. And he's got room. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. J.J. Nelson, his second touchdown on the season, and the Chiefs add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On second down, here's Carr. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On the counter, here's Williams. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 7 yards to go on second down. Here's Carr to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 3 on the play. And just like that, it's third down. The Texans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. The Texans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing his Carr on third down. Gets it to Strong. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. Second down and just one. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
To throw, it's Carr. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Daquan Jones in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3 and out.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down at the 29.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They'll drop the throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
He'll look to throw. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. On the toss, here's Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. And now a 1st down following that long gain. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Flushed out right. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. He's got it strong. Touchdown, Texans. Jalen Strong, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now here comes Kansas City. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And now here's a carry heading left. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. They're going to look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a gain of 31. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. They'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd. See if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Marcus Peters was the NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year in the 2015 season, and there was a big reason why. We just saw another example there. Late game, he goes up, picks the ball off, finishes things off, a victory for his team.
You mentioned the 2015. What a start to his NFL career, and another nice feather in his cap there. And now here's a carry heading left. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they give this time to the tailback. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. This is taken at the 18. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Carr, second only to Matthew Stafford in 4th quarter comebacks last year, had 7 of them, so he has the experience despite the young age.
He grew up fast, and because of that, the rest of the guys that play alongside of him, they have confidence they're going to get it done.
There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw is made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
He'll look to throw. He's got the completion to Strong. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a one-point victory. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted.